A, a very good evening to one and all present here. Hope you all are doing well in these tough times. So today, me and my colleagues Noman Mirza, Mohammad Shahzad, and Asjad and Mohammad Asjad, Mohammad Umar, and Mohammad Uwais are going to discuss on JW Marriott. Before starting the presentation, I would like to thank our respected ma'am, Dr. Noria Faruqi ma'am, from the behalf of our entire team. Thank you very much, ma'am, for this wonderful opportunity to speak on JW Marriott. We will definitely gonna try level best to do justice with this topic and make this topic interesting and knowledgeable for you guys. So by moving on the next slide, as we can see that we have agenda here, basically things which we will going to discuss today. So first we have introduction, history, vision, and mission of JW Marriott, which I am going to discuss with you all. Then we have market share capitalization and business groups of JW Marriott and core values of Marriott Corporation, which Asjad is going to discuss with us. Then we have profile of JW Marriott and work environment in Marriott Corporations, which Umar is going to discuss with us. Then we have services offered by JW Marriott, achievements, which Uwais is going to discuss with us. Then we have PESEL analysis, political, economic, social, technological, and legal factors, which Noman is going to discuss with us. And in the end, we have competitive analysis, major competitor, value chain analysis, SWOT analysis, weakness, opportunity, and case study, which Shahzad is going to discuss with us. By moving on to the next slide, as we can see that we have a beautiful quote here. We have a beautiful quote here by James Willard Marriott, whom we also known as JW Marriott, that take good care of your employees and they will take care of your customers and the customers will come back. I repeat, take good care of your employees and they will take care of your customers and the customers will come back. Well, I guess it's so true, isn't it? And by moving on to the next slide, we have the introduction of JW Marriott. But before the introduction, let me give you a quick introduction of what hospitality industry actually is. Basically, the hospitality field is a service industry. Its task is to create shareholders' wealth by servicing and satisfying guests, restaurants, bars, hostels, and other businesses that basically provide servicing and satisfying guests. That provide customers with food, drink, and place to sleep. They focus on consumers who seek enjoyment, luxury, and pleasures. That's what hospitality industry is all about. So now let's go back to the introduction of JW Marriott. As we can see on the slide that JW Marriott was founded in 1927 in Washington, D.C., United States, by John Willard Marriott and his wife Alice Marriott. Their headquarters is situated in Bethesda, Maryland, USA, and they provide their services in all over the world. And by moving on to the next slide, we have next slide please. And by moving on to the next slide, as we can see that we have the history. As I told you before that it was founded in 1927 and its first twin bridge room Marriott Hotel in Washington and was founded by John Willard Marriott and his wife Alice Marriott. They started their hotel with 4 rooms initially, and today Marriott Corporation have 1.2 million rooms worldwide. Wow, it's just amazing, isn't it? I was doing a bit research on JW Marriott, where I found some really good facts about JW Marriott, and I would like to share some facts with you guys as well. So first fact which I would like to share with you guys is that Marriott Group is world's largest hotel chain, with almost 6,500 plus hotels offering 1.2 million rooms across 127 plus countries. It is insane. And the second fact is that Marriott Group very recently crossed 100 hotels in India. With the launch of Sheraton Grand in Bangalore a few months ago. India is the 3rd country in the world after USA and China that Marriott has 100 plus hotels. And the third fact is, in India, Marriott Group is just a few hotels short of Taj Group, but they already have maximum number of rooms on offer for any hotel chain in India. Marriott has 23,000 rooms versus Taj Group has 17,000 in India, and Marriott set to overtake Taj Group very shortly in terms of number of hotels as well. And the fourth and the last fact, which I would like to share with you all, is Marriott was the first hotel chain in the world to implement online reservation of hotel rooms. This is the most important fact according to me, uh, especially in today's world. So now, by moving on to the next slide, we have mission and vision. Next slide, please. Yeah, as we can see that we have mission and vision of JW Marriott. The vision of JW Marriott is to become world best hospitality industry in the world. Uh, as we know that vision without action is merely a dream. Action without vision just passes the time. So true. Vision with action can change the world. And when I talk about JW Marriott, they have achieved what they visioned of. They say the ideology of our vision is to continue to apply and set the highest standards of service quality. In that way, justify and uphold the reputation that we have among the guests, partners, competitors, and the wider community. It is to become the best hospitality service provider with a comprehensive commitment to offer an innovative range of stay, dining, event hosting, resorts, facilities to clients. They offer cost competitive hospitality services which conform to the luxury hotel industry benchmarks and quality standards to exceed expectations of the customers. Marriott mission, vision, and values motivate 55% of Marriott employees. Besides getting paid, the company mission is the most important thing about their work. For 14% of employees at Marriott, 10% of employees, that the main reason they stay, that the main reason they stay uh, at Marriott is because of the Marriott company mission. When asked to whom they feel the most loyal at work, 17% of employees said Marriott's mission and vision. Then we have the mission of JW Marriott to enhance the lives of the customers by creating and enabling unsurpassed vacations and luxurious experiences. Well, in more detail, the missions that JW Marriott has already accomplished. Marriott's major step towards sustainability decided to eliminate the usage of the plastic straws in its hotels across the globe by July 2019. This will decrease plastic straws consumption by 1 billion units. Marriott has been able to aware more than 5 lakhs of its hotel workers. Regarding the issue of human trafficking, Marriott program Serve 360, doing good in every direction, focuses on UN sustainability goal like human rights and reducing carbon footprints, etc. They say we are poised, which means dignified or confident enough to blend the hospitality service, deliver with quality and customer care. We are destined to give different experience to our regular lodgers and event organizers. We look forward to go a long way to build overlasting relations with our valued clients. So that's all from my side. Now I would like to ask my colleague Mohammad Asjad to come and continue the topic. Thank you very much for your precious time and attention.
Hello, good morning, ma'am. So I'm going to take this part of capitalization of Marriott. Marriott International. Marriott International is an American multinational company that operates franchise and licensed lodging, including hotel, residential, and timeshare properties. Its headquartered in Bethesda, Maryland. The company was founded by J. Willard Marriott and his wife Alice Marriott. So market capitalization. Market is increasing from 1970 onwards because of the globalization. In the late 70s, in the guidance of Jimmy Carter, they start with the capitalization of only $1,000. But today they have the worth of approx $360 billion. Moving to the next slide. Business groups. In 1970, Marriott acquired 49% of Ritz-Carlton Link. In 1990, the partnership became solidified when Marriott Corporation acquired most of the ownership of Ritz-Carlton. Today, there are 81 properties of Ritz-Carlton. So Marriott International is a global hospitality chain based in the United States that manages and franchises a large portfolio of hotels and lodging facilities. The company was founded when J. William Marriott and his wife opened a root beer stand in Washington, D.C. The couple eventually opened their first hotel in Arlington, Arlington, Virginia in 1957. Moving to the next slide. Core values of Marriott Corporation: put people first, pursue excellence, embrace change, act with integrity, and serve the world. Since then, the company has grown exponentially. In 2020, the number of Marriott International hotels worldwide exceeded 7,500. These days, a significant portion of these units are located outside the United States. This is in the part due to the acquisition of Canadian chain Delta Hotels and American chain Starwood Hotels and Resort in the year 2015 and 2016 respectively. As of 2020, the number of Marriott International properties by region continued to vary significantly. Thank you. Now from here, Umar will continue.
Thank you, Ajay. Now I want a profile of Marriott. The Marriott take over various companies. 1. Ritz-Carlton. 2nd. Le Méridien. 3rd. Sheraton Hotel. Today, Marriott Corporation is the largest hotel chain in the world. There are the part of 500 Fortune companies in the world. Ritz-Carlton Hotel Company is an American multinational company that operates the luxury hotel chain known as Ritz-Carlton. The company has 108 luxury hotels and resorts in 30 countries and territories with 29,000 rooms in addition to 46 hotels with 8,755 rooms planned for the future. The current company was founded in 1983 Boston. The brand was subsequently expanded to other locations. The company is a subsidiary of Marriott International. Second is Le Méridien. It is an upscale design-focused international hotel brand with European perspective. It was originally founded by Air France in 1972 and was later based in the United Kingdom. Marriott International now owns the chain. As of June 2021, it had a portfolio of 109 open hotels with 29,000 rooms and pipeline of 37 hotels with 9,585 upcoming rooms. Third is Sheraton Hotel Resort is an international semi-luxury hotel chain owned by Marriott International. As June 30, 2020, Sheraton operates 446 hotels with 155,000 rooms globally, including locations in North America, Africa, Asia, Pacific, Central and South America, Europe, the Middle East, and the Caribbean, in addition to 84 hotels with 23,000 rooms in pipeline. Next slide. Next slide. Work environment in Marriott Corporation. 86% of employees at Marriott International say it is a great place to work, compared to 59% of employees at a typical US-based company. 93% people tell that when you join the company, you are made to feel welcome. 91% people here are given a lot of responsibility. 89% management is honest and ethical in its business practices. Now to 12 others here. Thank you. My friend Mohammad Uwais will continue.
Thank you, Mar. So first we have to know what is Marriott International Company. In short, Marriott International Company is a company that operates franchises and licenses lodging, including hotel, residential, and timeshare properties. It is headquartered in Bethesda, Maryland. So there are some services which are offered by Marriott, provided high standard catering and cuisine, high expert chefs, professional servers, provide luxurious lifestyle inside the hotel. Change slide, please. Now, let's move on to the achievement of Marriott. 2020 and 21 most ethical companies. Marriott International has been recognized by Ethisphere Institute, a global leader in defining and advancing standards of ethical business practices, as a 2017 World's Most Ethical Company. 31st Most Innovative Companies in 2020, after acquiring Starwood Hotels and Resorts. In September 2016, the Bethesda, Maryland-based Marriott became the largest company in the world, with more than 6,000 properties across 120 plus countries. Marriott's portfolio of 30 brands includes ultra-luxury hotels, include Ritz-Carlton, St. Regis and Editions, Independent Collection, Luxury Collection, Design Hotels, Autograph Collection, Tribute Portfolio, and Business Travelers stalwarts like W and Aloft. Marriott also now has the industry most formidable loyalty program, which allows the 87 million combined members of Marriott Rewards and Starwood preferred guests to transfer points and book rooms across 29 of its brands. Top 50 companies for diversity. Marriott International Incorporated was recognized as the first company for diversity across industries on 2020 Diversity Incorporated Top 50 Companies for Diversity list. The ranking also makes Marriott the highest ranking hospitality company on the list for more than 10 years and the only one to have achieved the top ranking. 100 Best Companies to Work for in 2021. Marriott International was named one of the 2021 Fortune 100 Best Companies to Work for by Great Place to Work. Marriott International is also proud to have placed on the list every year since it was first published in 1998, the only to be recognized as one of the Great Place to Work legends. Change slide, please. Pastel analysis. Pastel analysis is a strategic framework used to evaluate the external environment of a business by breaking down the opportunities and risks into political, economic, social, technological, environmental, and legal factors. Thank you. Now my friend Noman will present further.
Very warm welcome to everyone. My name is Naman Mirza. As you already know, the organization we have chosen for our topic is JW Marriott. This is one of the greatest success stories in the field of hospitality industry, but every successful organization has to consider the factors every day that might affect their success. And they also need to come up with the strategies that might help them to tackle those factors. So what helps them to get an idea about those factors is called PESTLE analysis. It is a framework which is crucial for companies such as Marriott, and it helps to understand market dynamics and improve its business continuously. So in these analysis, I will be giving you some scenarios of what could possibly go wrong and also with some facts. So let's move on to our next slide. The first P stands for political factors that might affect JW Marriott in many ways. The first factor is terrorism factor. Terrorism may affect any hospitality industry and may give that industry a downfall for a certain period of time in past. In past, Marriott revenues have suffered due to increase in terror incidents. The Mumbai terror attack and the Nairobi attack are few examples of it. Any terrorist activity if happens on any of the hotel chain of Marriott in the future, it can cause a serious harm to brand's reputation and its customer base and also revenues. Such attacks could hurt Marriott by scaring away potential guests and creating the need for costly security measures. And because of such events, naturally, any foreign travel would decrease the demand for hotel rooms. As you can simply get an idea, lesser the growth of tourism sector, the more it is going to affect hospitality industry in a negative way. The other factor is corruption. Marriott has franchises in countries where corruption is the norm, but they are required to abide by certain laws, like US Foreign Corrupt Practices Act, which might make it difficult for them to do business in that particular nation, and that will ultimately restrict them to run their business smoothly. So let's move on to the next slide. The another alphabet E stands for economical factor. The first one is economic slowdown. The major economic factors that will affect Marriott's business are slowing of economic growth in China and the ongoing downfall in Europe. And as you already know, these both countries play a bigger role in terrorism and hospitality sector. This ultimately impacts the buying power of people and their ability to travel. And JW Marriott is heavily dependent on tourism sector. There is no doubt about that. So the other factor is high exchange rates. A related problem for Marriott is the high exchange rate of US dollar. and that discourages Americans from traveling and foreign tourists from visiting US destinations such as Las Vegas, where you can find Marriott's franchises easily. High exchange rates can also discourage business travel pretty much. The another factor is growing income inequality. A long-term economic the threat is income inequality and no growth of middle class wages, which reduces people's ability to travel and stay at hotels. So that becomes the no-go zone for most of the people. So let's move on to the next slide. The third alphabet S stands for social factor that might affect Marriott in these ways. The first factor is costly goodwill. Since hospitality industry is very competitive industry with Marriott facing competition from more than 1,400 companies in US alone, so it becomes important to provide top class and time to time quality services to its customers. So also there is no doubt that customers prefer to associate themselves with brand. Keeping this in view, you know what Marriott did? Marriott has more than 70% of rooms in US which are affiliated to a brand. So the fact that in a competitive environment, you need to spend your money like water in order to establish your goodwill and brand name. The another factor is hard to retain loyal customers. So what do you mean by that? In hospitality field where you already know customer preferences keep on changing every day, so it is hard to retain loyal customer where there is so much competition. So Marriott had to categorize its hotel into three parts: the luxury, the premium, and the select. In order to retain its customer and attract more customers, provides a loyalty program named Marriott Bonvoy. It aims to provide its customer with free hotel stays and additional discounts. So as you can get some idea that retaining customer is not easy as it looks like. But yeah, in some cases, in order to attract customers, some companies go overboard and also may cross over their budget line, which might give them a negative return. So they should consider that. So let's move on to the next slide. The fourth alphabet T stands for technological factors that could impact Marriott's business in these ways. There's only one technological factor, and that is the third-party service provider. The emergence of the third-party service provider is a cause of concern for the hotel chains or for traditional hotel system like Marriott. The booking of their hotels through indirect booking channels can increase their overall cost and hence lead to decrease in their profits. Technology could have a huge impact on hotel business in the form of online rental services such as Airbnb. It lets private individual rent rooms or homes directly to travelers. And also taxi industry is now dominated by players like Uber and Lyft. Car industry is fast moving toward automation led by technology firms such as Tesla, as you already know about that, which has stated an electronic car revolution. Marriott should also focus on keeping a pace with the technology to reduce their operational costs and customer retention. So let's move on to the next slide. The fifth alphabet L stands for legal factors that could affect Marriott's future. The first factor is intellectual property rights. So what is intellectual property right? These are all the rights associated with intangible asset owned by a person or a company. And these rights are protected against when they are used without consent or without permission. Let me give you some examples of intellectual property rights. These are industrial designs, logos, trademarks, business or trade names, and invention. In many countries, the legal framework and institution are not strict enough to protect the intellectual property rights of an organization. A firm should carefully evaluate before entering such market, as it can lead to theft of organizations' intangible asset and the overall competitive edge. The other factor is data security. There was one incident happened in 2018 in JW Marriott, which led to disclosure of the personal information of their 380 million visitors. These sort of investigation can lead to huge fines and penalties. Apart from that, it can deteriorate a company's reputation, which can shake its customer confidence. So some of the other factors which JW Marriott International should consider, that their leadership should consider while entering a new market, are antitrust law and lodging industry, and overall in their overall country, discrimination law, copyright, patents, intellectual property law, consumer protection and e-commerce, employment law, health and safety law, and the last but not the least, data protection. So let's move on to the next slide. The last alphabet, E, stands for environmental factors that have an impact on Marriott. The first factor is fuel costs. Currently, the major environmental factor that could impact Marriott's business is fuel prices. Falling oil prices could lead to reduced travel costs, and more people will start traveling, which will lead to more demand for hotel rooms, right? So obviously a potential threat to Marriott's business would be any sudden increase in fuel costs. The another factor we need to consider here is climate change. Climate change could harm Marriott's business by rising ocean levels and flooding Marriott's resorts, or creating storm that stops people going to beaches. Increased temperature from global warming could close ski resorts or make some beach resort too hot for comfort. Those changes could force the closure or relocation of hotel. Thank you. This is all from my side. Now, my colleague Shahzad will take this presentation further. Thank you and have an auspicious day.
Thank you, Noman, for your beautiful and nice explanation for about pestle analysis. So, good morning, all of you. My name is Mohammad Shahzad. Right now, I'm here to tell you about the competitive analysis, the value chain analysis, the SWOT analysis, and the case study about the Marriott. So, what do we mean by competitive analysis? It's basically a competition which has present in today's modern world, because the competition that today's hospitality industry faces. So you have to be in the competition if you want to achieve something. So the strategy. So I would like to share you about the strategy that follows Marriott to stay in the stiff competition. So what do Marriott follows? What's the strategy that Marriott follows? So Marriott follows a CSR strategy. That's basically meaning spirit to serve our communities. This is basically a social approach. So Marriott doesn't believe in economic approach to stay in the competition. The most and first and foremost way of staying in the competition in the hospitality industry, to stay in the competition, is the social approach of Marriott, because the Marriott has so what the Marriott does is to stay in the competition is a social approach for everything, and it's a strategy of Marriott. So if Marriott says that if you want to stay in the competition in today's modern world, the approach is let to be social. So now let's move on to the major competitor of Marriott. So Sheraton is one of the major competitor of Marriott. But I just want to tell you about in 2018, Sheraton was in a huge loss. So the CEO and the executive corporate chef at Sheraton goes to the executive general chef of Marriott, and they ask him to buy the 10% share of their property. So at 2010, what Marriott does is they save a Sheraton hotel, Sheraton Limited, with buying a 10% share or market share of Sheraton. So the news, the Guardian News asked about why they buy Sheraton. So the CEO and the executive corporate chef tells to the media that we had a social approach. We don't destroy our competitors. We have to stay in the competition, and we believe in socially engaged in the competition. So that's why they buy a 10% share, and they save the Sheraton hotel. But today Marriott has a share of 29% in the hospitality sector in the world. So the second major competitor of Marriott is Hilton. Hilton is a US based hotel chain in the hospitality industry, who has a market share of 20%. And third major competitor of Marriott is Holiday Inn, who has a market share of 15%. It's too far. It's too far away, far from Marriott. So thank you. Now let's move on to value chain analysis. So what Marriott follow in value chain analysis is Porter value chain analysis. So in this value chain analysis, they require Marriott International to realize that all activities or functions do not require same scrutiny level. What is the scrutiny level? Scrutiny level is basically the investigation team that Marriott has to implement in the various activities. So what Marriott thinks that the only one person will monitor one activity, and there are no other boss in that activity. So primary activities there are only one boss, and secondary activity they are only one boss, and who study the competition, and there are only one boss. So, and who study the cost, what Marriott does, how the Marriott manages their revenue and how they spend revenue. There are only one person who manages that. So now let's move on to SWOT analysis. It was one of the most and important analysis for every organization in every industry, because in this analysis, the organization has to study their strengths, their weaknesses, their opportunities, and their threats. So if you want to stay in today's modern world, in the stiff competition in all over the world, you have to know your strength, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats. So at first, I would tell you about what are the strengths of Marriott. So the first strength of Marriott is global presence. They have global presence in all over the world. They have more than 7,500 hotels in today's, according to data which was provided by US News World and Report. And today they had 1.2 million rooms in all over the world. And the second strength is excellent reputation. So the reputation of Marriott is highly considered, and they are one of the most highly considered hotels in all over the world. So third is loyal customer. And what Marriott does is they don't advertise too much. They don't have to invest their money in the marketing field. What they do is they just provide world's best facilities to their customer, so that they can advertise. So they tell to other peoples, and automatically customer comes into the Marriott. So Marriott has loyal customers also. Strict code of conduct. In Marriott there are strict rules and regulations for employees and for customers also. Highly innovative, as you know really well, Marriott considered top 31st company and 50th innovative company in 2020-2021. So now let's move on to weaknesses. Ineffective data protection. Sometimes it's happen from Marriott that they hack, somebody hacks their computer and just upload the information of the customers, like their passport details, like their addresses, like what they do, and their personal ID cards, personal things also. Second weakness is too strict. Marriott, as you know really well, Marriott is one of the most highly considered hotels in the hospitality sector. So that's why they are really strict about their rules and regulations. Poor positioning. Sometimes it happens with Marriott that they don't they don't recruit the right person in some terms. So that's why it's happened with the Marriott. There are some poor positioning with Marriott also. I would like to tell you example. At Germany 2016, the revenue of the Marriott is about $32 billion, but after that the revenue cuts down from to $24 billion. So they hire most highly executive corporate chef at the Germany, but I think they are not capable of how they handle the Marriott. Sport is negative publicity, as it's happened when you are getting more famous. The threats become more to you. So what are the opportunities? So increase in global travel. As you know really well, it's one of the most highly considered thing in today's modern world, because increase in global travel people wants to go abroad and see different things in the world. So focus on personalization. Focus on So second most famous is focus on personalization. As you know really well, Marriott's more and more things of is to personalize the things. And third is shift of consumer behavior, because in today's modern world everybody wants a luxurious life and luxurious things in the hotels. So now let's move on to the threats that Marriott has is the competition. So as you know really well, hospitality industry is one of the most emerging field in today's modern world, and the competition becomes really high in after 5 years. The hospitality industry becomes one as per the reports of US News World and Report, the hospitality industry in after 5 years it become the global worth of $800 billion. So there are the huge competition in the modern world. So Marriott has to face that competition. Economic recession, as you know really well, in today's modern world, the COVID-19 struck all the industries, especially hospitality industry, because there is the lockdown everywhere, in Canada, in USA, in Europe, in India. So the customers and the travelers don't able to go to the hotels and book their rooms. So it was one of the biggest recession, but Marriott has covered their recession in the few years. So it's one of the threats, because you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Terror attacks, as you know really well, my friend Noman Mirza also tells you about the Taj story, what happened in Taj at 9/11. So terror attacks happens in the most famous hotels, because most of the celebrity, most of the known world most richest person, world most powerful person are used to go to the world's most famous hotels from famous industry. So terror attack is one of the threat for Marriott. So now let's move on to the case study. As a growing of Marriott, as a growing and undisputed in the hospitality industry almost for 50 years. At 2018, a 45th president of United States of America, Donald Jr. Trump, called Marriott a Google company of the hospitality sector. And after that, the opportunities of Marriott become rising. They earned the highest revenue of their life in 2018 and in 2019. So it has a revenue of $372 billion. And after that, Democrats, who is the opposition in the United States, plans for making that statement and prefer for only one chain only. So now that's the question is, why do Donald Jr. Trump called Marriott a Google company for hospitality industry? So as you know really well, the Google is the dream of every technological and in the engineer, and every engineer wants to go to Google. So why Trump called Marriott a Google company? Because they have the largest market share in the hospitality sector, the perks and benefits that they provide to their employees, and the facilities and the luxurious life that they provide to their customers, and the satisfaction level that every customers will get a huge satisfaction level at the Marriott. So next question is, do you think that Marriott got political preference from Donald Jr. Trump? I think, at my opinion, Donald Trump preferred Donald JW Marriott, because they have, I think you should know that Donald Jr. Trump was also the businessman before the president of United States of America, and they had a share of only approx 2% share of Marriott. So they make a statement that Marriott is the Google company for hospitality industry, so because everybody wants to listen their leaders, and especially in the United States, the people will always listen to their leaders. So at the moment when Trump said that Marriott is the Google company for hospitality industry, so the opportunities become rising, and they get a huge revenue. And the third question is, do you agree with the Democrats? Yes, I'm agree with the Democrats. I think you have a different opinion in that, but I think as a president of United States and a representative of 210 million people, you should not prefer only one chain of hotel, because people always listen to their leader all the time. So thank you for your patience and listening to us and me and my presenters, and thank you so much. Have a nice day.